Hey, it's Teresa from Life Beyond Diabetes. And today I'm going to talk about one of the things that can be really scary, that one of the scary stories you hear a lot about diabetes. And that is, oh my goodness, if you have diabetes, you're going to go blind. First of all, I'm going to reassure you, probably not going to go blind. Particularly if you are not ignoring your diabetes and you're not ignoring all the other aspects of your health care. Blindness and diabetes is definitely something that can, for the most part, be prevented. And that's why we're here, is to learn about how to take care of your diabetes, and so that I can help you make sure you stay motivated and take care of these things and warn you about what might be coming if you don't. So diabetes eye care is very, very important, and it's definitely one of the things that I will tell you that early on I didn't pay much attention to it because I thought, oh, my vision's fine. I've never had issues with vision, and my blood sugar's pretty okay, and also I'm either going to go blind or I'm not. It's not like there's anything I can do about it. Well, I have learned a lot in the last 15 plus years since I had that attitude. And so I'm going to just talk about, there's two primary things that can be vision issues when you have diabetes. And they're not very closely related, but they are both related to having high blood sugar. One of them is a short-term thing, and that is sometimes if your blood sugar is really high, and so this is something that a lot of people have when they are newly diagnosed, or if their blood sugar is not well managed, you can get blurry vision. And I will tell you, I have had that at times when my blood sugar was not well managed, and I didn't even really notice. I thought it was part of my aging, and you'll notice I wear readers, but that has nothing. My blood sugars are under excellent control now, so that does not got anything to do with the fact that why I've got blurry vision now. But what happens when your blood sugar is high at a certain level, and it's very individual. I'm not even going to say numbers because it depends on the person at what level your vision becomes blurry, is that the lenses in your eyes get swollen because fluid comes into your into the lenses because of the excess sugar in your body, and that distorts your vision, and that can cause pretty severe blurry vision. And that is actually one of the symptoms that sometimes people can have when they're first diagnosed with type 2, or any diabetes. But and this is actually something that occasionally a good eye doctor might recognize, that what's going on is probably diabetes and not actually a problem with vision, and so we need to get the blood sugar under control. So it is very important when you see your eye doctor, and if you're having any vision concerns, that you definitely do see an eye doctor. But that when you see your eye doctor, that you let them know that you have diabetes, so they can be aware of that that concern, and that short-term high blood sugar might be causing blurry vision. So now you bring that blood sugar back under control. You might be able to get it under control pretty quickly, and then vision's still blurry. You're like, well, what's up with that? It can take 6 weeks or sometimes even longer for that fluid to completely go back to normal in the lenses of your eyes, and for your vision to go back to normal. So that's one aspect of vision concerns with diabetes. The second one, and this is the one that when people are talking about, oh, so and so went blind because they had diabetes and they didn't take care of themselves. That one is related to what we call retinopathy. And what happens in retinopathy is that as as there's excess sugar circulating in your blood, it gets into the little tiny blood vessels called capillaries, and can really just damage those blood vessels. And so you're not getting the blood flow to your retina that you need. And this happens in other parts of the body as well, but since we're talking about vision today, we're going to talk about retinopathy. So there's first of all, I'm going to reassure you that This is generally something that happens over a long period of time, and it's also something that can be corrected if you're staying on top of it. There are, it didn't used to be something that they could correct, but now they can go in, I believe it's laser treatments that they use to correct retinopathy as long as they catch it early enough. So when you go to your medical provider and they're asking, they're going through their annual checklist of the things that they need you to do, one of them is usually, have you been to the eye doctor in the last year? I used to kind of blow that off. I used to think, well, my eyes are fine. And again, if I'm going to go blind, there's not really anything they can do about it. Well, like I said, I know better now. I do know that they can go in and fix it. So you want to be going every year to get your retinas looked at. And there's two ways they can do it. My eye doctor uses I have to get my eyes dilated, and he takes actual photos of the back of my digital photos of the back of my eyes so I can see the retinas, and I actually love looking at them. And then he compares year to year so we can see what's going on with my retinas and if there's any vascular damage, so if there's any retinopathy happening. And it's very reassuring for me to be able to watch that and see that even when my blood sugar has not been well managed, I still haven't done any damage to my eyes at this point in my disease. And of course, I plan to keep it that way. There is a newer method as well, and you'd have to look online. I'm sorry, I didn't look up what it was called. You'd have to look online. There is a way that they can check your retinas without dilating your eyes, and there are certain vision centers that are capable of doing that. So if that's something that you want to do, you would need to find that. It may or may not be covered under your insurance or your vision plan. Although I will say that diabetic eye exams are generally covered under your medical plan. So if you don't have vision, it should still be covered as a medical issue because this is part of your diabetes. This is a medical concern. So those are the two major things about diabetes and vision. I will say also, anytime you have any change in your vision, it's really important to get that looked at. People with type 2 diabetes, actually people with diabetes in general, are at a higher risk of glaucoma, and they tend to develop cataracts more as well. So, definitely establish with an eye doctor that you have good rapport with, and keep up those routine annual appointments so you're getting your retinas checked, and any vision concerns that you feel comfortable that this is somebody that you can go see them with anytime you have any vision concerns. And they should be aware of what's going on with A1C. And I will say, and I don't understand the full licensing and training of vision specialists, but I do recommend that when you are seeing a vision specialist for your eyes related to diabetes, that you're not just going to the guy that's in the back of the eyeglasses store at the mall, that you find somebody who actually has an MD, so somebody who is actually a physician who takes care of eyes. And I believe they're called ophthalmologists. And again, I apologize for not having the right words today, but make sure that you've got somebody who's not just checking to find out what your eye prescription is, but looking at your overall eye health, because they're going to have a bigger picture of how your whole health, your whole body health affects your vision. So vision is something that we want to take care of. You don't have to lose it. You don't have to be blind. We used to think that, diabetes, it's one of the things that's so scary about it is, oh my goodness, amputations and blindness. No, that does not have to be the answer for you. So take care of yourself, take care of your eyes. If you have any blurry vision, definitely, even though it might just be that you need some readers, check it out with your eye doctor. Get in there, establish a rapport with an eye doctor, and find somebody that you really like. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and drop me some comments. I'll look at those later, and I will look up what that non-dilating eye thing is called, so that you can Google that and find if that's available in your community. I will be back here tomorrow at 2:30. And actually, I will not be live at tomorrow at 2:30, but I will be. There will be a recording at 2:30 tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be talking about neuropathy, which is another damage that can happen to parts of your body related to excess blood sugar. But again, preventable, and some things you should just know about it. So I'll see you back here tomorrow at 2:30. Bye.